You're watching TC Boxing in association with IFL TV and MTK Global. Once again, I'm joined by George Ferocious Kambosos in his camp as he gets ready to head off over to New Zealand to fight on the undercard of the Joseph Parker Cojanu fight. I've learned his name since the last time we spoke. So the last few days, I know we had a very quick chat the other day, but there's a few things I was keen to say, get over to now. But the last few days of camp, I know you've got a training session in a few minutes. So what are you working on today, and what happens in these last few days before you head off?
Well, all the hard work's done. Like I said, 75 rounds of sparring in America with the best in the world. I've done 60 rounds before going to America with some good guys over here. Sparring's done. It's all sharp stuff now. Sharp pad work, sharp movements. The body's ready to go. Everything's ready to go. Fresh. I feel good. A bit of agility work for the legs. That's it.
That's it. Keep them warm and keep them ready.
Yeah, that's just staying sharp. Weight's perfect. Like I'm eating well. I'm eating every day. I haven't changed nothing.
So not grumpy at the moment. Haven't got the hangry.
Nah, I'm eating well, man. I'm like a kilo off a fight weight. So I know Balla, you're struggling with the weight. So it's gonna hurt in that ring, man.
So we'll see it, and it's been moved from main event over to Fox Sports as well, which is probably great news for you. It's just even more exposure, and that's we had a few fights now that have been on Fox and getting that ground in. And I think this fight's one that people are very excited about around the boxing fraternity. Almost identical records in terms of the people you've faced, in terms of the levels that you've been at. Both 11 wins, both undefeated. So I think a lot of people are very, very excited about this. What do you know about Qamil? He's got some good names on his record, Jack Brubaker and a few others, Benny Warburton as well.
That's the only guy you mentioned, Jack. That's the only guy he's got on his record, and Jack was very, very early in his career. I think second or third pro fight.
Yeah.
And maybe coming off 20 amateur fights. Jack's a totally different fighter since then. That's all he's got on his record. Jack and early in his career. Who else? The rest are all taxi drivers. He's after his last fight, walking around like he's the king. You got the interim belt for a reason. And come next Saturday, I'm going to show you the difference between an interim and the real champion.
Excellent fighting talk. We'd like to see it. And like I say, you've obviously been against some pretty experienced guys over your last few fights as well. And do you think that you're a level above Qamil? Do you feel like you're a level above Qamil?
Above Qamil? No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Not just one level. 100 times levels above him. Now he's nowhere near my level, and he'll find that the hard way. Just like Ogilvy did, just like De Los Reyes did, just like Toomey did, just like Gonzalez did, and all these guys that I've fought. I've been in the tough fights. I've been in the tough sparring the best in the world. He'll find out the hard way, and he will quit. Like I said before, he's going to quit. He's going to find out round one, round two, two different levels. And I've ventured out. I've sparred the best in the world. I've spent time over in America. Two different levels.
Absolutely. And so we haven't really caught up too much since your last fight with Brandon. How have things been since then? Have you had have you had a lot of support from the guy from around Australia? Have you seen much of that, or because you spoke a lot in the build up to that fight and you did everything you said you were going to do? So how's it been since then?
Same. Nothing changed for me. For me, I worked harder. Before that fight, I worked extremely hard. After that fight, I worked even more harder because the higher I go, the ratings change. The more I want, the more success I want. The support's been amazing. The Instagram just keeps growing, Facebook keeps growing. Obviously, I'm going to get the people that don't like me and that don't like me myself, not the way I fight, not my ability. So at the end of the day, a lot of the guys that didn't like me before actually have come and messaged me on Facebook. Say, you know what, didn't like you, I wanted you to lose, but I like you now, I'm going to support you. So that's what it's all about, getting the guys that don't like me, supporting me. And eventually, I'm going to have a whole base of fans that everyone's going to love me, and we're going to go on together to win that world title.
Team Kambosos is growing and growing. Right. And you mentioned there that the hard work that you're putting in, and so you're well known for the work that you put in outside of the ring and in the gym. And so one thing I wanted to ask was, I spoke to another journalist, a written journalist recently, who saw yourself and Ogilvy's amateur fight back in the day, and then he obviously was at the pro fight at the end of last year. And he said that the difference between you in the amateurs and then was a different fighter. Said he absolutely didn't even recognise you. Where he said Ogilvy was a very similar fighter, but just got a little bit better. So from that, how much more can we expect to see from you? How much more improvement have you got? How much more is in your tank?
I grow every single day. I grow more and more. I evolve more and more. I'm only 23. I'm evolving every single day. You've seen how good I was against Ogilvy, and that was with the camp in America. I've come back I went back to America and sparred the best fighters in the world. You know, I'm at that level now. I can fight any of the champions and believe that I can win, and I will win. May 6 you'll see again, you'll say, wow, this kid has gone to another level, and he's the best fighter in Australia. I believe I'm the best fighter here. There's no one better than me, I'm telling you, no disrespect to anyone, but I'm the best, I'm the hardest worker, I'm the most entertaining, exciting fighter, and I'm the best fighter here.
And a big platform to prove it on Fox Sports. And something I didn't know, and I caught you and Jeff chatting after the press conference the other day. I didn't realise you two had travelled together in your amateur career. So seeing someone that you've travelled with when you were both very early on in your careers, and who's now fighting Manny Pacquiao, what does that sort of inspiration does that give you, and what are your thoughts on Horn's chances?
It doesn't give me any inspiration. My inspiration for myself anyway. I get my own inspiration for what I've done in my career so far and what I will do. But credit to him, you know, we spoke, and it's actually the first time we've spoken since we went on our trip to Russia. So it's good to speak to each other, and obviously I wished him all the best with the fight. And good on him what he's doing, you know. It's incredible, you know, to be in that position, and I wish him all the best.
And both of you come a long way, and both sort of flying that flag for Australian boxing as that new generation, that new breed that's coming through. Very, very exciting. And any more thoughts, anything else that you want to get off your chest before Saturday? We won't catch up with you until after the fight now, so is there anything else?
I'm ready to go, I'm always ready to go. Now you could tell me I'm fighting tomorrow, I'm ready to go. Right now, I'll fight right now. Everything's been done. I just want to thank all the support, all the fans around the world. It's crazy, I'm not only getting support from Australia, I get support from so many different countries, different people around the world, as well as all my sponsors, my backers that are behind me now. Well, thank you, and obviously yourself too for coming down and getting this interview done.
Mate, no worries, thanks a lot for giving us some exciting fights. The more you do, the more we'll come down, and we'll keep up to date. We'll catch up with you when you get back from New Zealand, hopefully with a win.
Yeah, definitely, and straight after New Zealand, I'll be backing up June 10th as well, fighting Franklin Mamani for WBC and IBF international titles, plus the defence of my WBA belt.
So that'll be all three. That'll be three of the organisations will be moving up in there.
Yes, 100%. I'll get the ratings, and like I said, I'll fight. If I've got to fight every day, I'll fight every day. I love this. This is the shit that I love.
Perfect. Well, look, we're looking forward to seeing you in June. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday night on Fox Sports. And until then, wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Cheers, George. Thanks, mate.